What up with you guys? You know who it is. It's your boy John Mike back again. And today we're going to be talking about the Hammer 88 by M Audio. They just dropped this today. They sent it to me a few days ago. I've been sitting in the box and I decided to open it up and look at it with you guys so I can have a fresh perspective and you guys can see what I think about it in real time, having not spent any time with it, get my raw reactions to it. And then we'll do a full review a little bit later and we'll talk about it in detail and all the little goodies and things that go along with it. So let's get the elephant out of the room when it comes to this thing. And that is the fact that it's basically the Oxygen Pro 88. Basically, you know, because they added all of the same functionality, buttons, knobs, faders. If you haven't seen my Oxygen Pro review, you can check it down in the description up in the cards. But I'm pretty sure the good folks at M Audio looked at their product line, already knowing that they had a really good flagship 88 key Hammer Action keyboard in their lineup. And it probably made more sense to call this the Hammer 88 Pro as opposed to calling it the Oxygen Pro 88 and, you know, basically cannibalizing and throwing away that whole name that they kind of built their brand around with the Hammer 88. So I have the 88, the original 88. I'll do another video where we actually put both of them up head to head and you can kind of see the differences between the two and talk about that. So I have the original Hammer 88. Had it for over a year or so, and I've actually absolutely loved it. I've done a few videos on it. You can check those down in the description up in the cards as well. Check those videos out to get my raw, you know, opinions on the Hammer 88 series, so you can kind of see, you know, because it kind of coincides with this, because basically what they did is take the same board and add the functionality of the Pro. So they like merged those two, the keys from a Hammer 88 and the functionality, buttons, knobs, faders, all of that stuff from the Oxygen series. And I think that's really, really cool. I think that's really, really good, you know, good on their part. So just like the Oxygen Pro, this has like the 9 faders, you got the 9 buttons, you got multiple DAW integration, you got the 16 kind of, you know, launch key, launch pad, Ableton style, you know, pads. They can also double as drum pads, but if you're using Ableton, they can double as clip launchers, and you got your knobs and all of that. So when we move to the back of the unit, that's where it really gets good, because they added a power switch. The original actually didn't have a power switch on it. So they have a dedicated expression pedal input. They have MIDI in and MIDI out. The original Hammer 88 only had MIDI out. And then they have like 2 kind of, you know, assignable jacks, and then they got a regular sustain pedal jack. So it has a ton of in and out that really kind of hones in on the Pro moniker with it. Now, one other cool thing about it that came with it is and I don't know if the original Hammer 88 came with this because I bought it secondhand. I bought this Hammer 88 secondhand, so I didn't get it new. But it comes with a little music stand thingy that you can import in here. And then a little thing that kind of snaps on for your music. So I think it's pretty cool for those who, you know, want to put your sheet music and stuff here. It could be really cool. It's not something I would use personally. So, you know, it's just going to kind of sit to the side. But I think it's a really, really cool addition either way it goes. So I'm going to plug it up real quick, play some piano, because I want to see how it feels, because this is definitely the same Keybed that was in the original 88. But it feels a little bit tighter, of course, because it's new. But I just want to play it just to see how it feels and all of that. And then we'll kind of close it out. So yes, this is definitely the same Keybed that was in the original Hammer 88, but this one has aftertouch, boys and girls, and that my friends, changes the game for this particular keyboard, because here you have a $500 keyboard with aftertouch, weighted keys. You got pads, you got DAW control, you got the pretty much all the in and out you could want on the back of it. It's heavy. It's got some weight to it, but it is like the perfect master keyboard that you can have, that you can use in a live situation and all of that stuff like that. I think this is a winner. I think this is a definite winner, and I love the feel. And one of the things I've always appreciated about this particular Keybed, the one that was in the original Hammer 88, is it's heavy, but it's not like super heavy. Like my SL 88 is like heavy, fatiguing. Doing a run across the keyboard on this does not feel as taxing as doing it on the SL 88. So I'll do a little bit more comparison, deep dive difference between the two and what I feel about it. But this is really, really cool. Definitely worth the money in my opinion. And software wise, this pretty much comes with the standard M Audio package that comes with it. You got your Pro Tools, you got your Ableton, you got your DB33. I've talked about their software package for years, that it's one of the best in class. So I think this is really, really cool. Of course, I'm going to spend more time with it. I'm going to sit down and do, deep dive into it, and we're going to see what it's really, really talking about in a full-on review with this, after keeping it for a few weeks or whatever, and seeing what we can kind of do with it. And I look forward to kind of tapping into that with you guys. But there's a couple of links down below that you can check out. You can check out all of the features. Again, this is just my initial review, kind of like reaction to it or what have you. In the full review, I'll go deep into all of the features, and we'll use it in a track, or we'll do something like that special for it to make it kind of a little bit more spectacular, a little bit more in depth. But I wanted to kind of get in quick and dirty because they dropped it today, and I wanted to give you guys my reaction to it and give you my suggestions out the box. So far, playing it for like 5 minutes, I think it's amazing. I think it's like really, really dope. I think it's really, really dope. So check out those links, do all those things that you do on the video. You know how we do. You can hit the like button, hit the share button, drop a comment below, subscribe, turn on notifications. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. I'm out. Holla at your boy.